Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about the season premiere of Big Brother 28. I'm so excited to be back to recap my fourth season of the show.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you saw the last of me.
Before I dive in, I'll be doing recaps and rankings all summer, so if you like the videos, consider liking and subscribing, and commenting what you thought of the premiere. The episode opens with a tribute to BB27's Mickey, which was a classy move, and we get our intro from Julie, which means it's time for our first episode of
What's Julie wearing?
Ooh la la.
Exquisite.
Julie is wearing, incredibly, a new version of her dress from the premiere of Big Brother 11, which I last week ranked as her worst premiere look of all time.
Here she is pooping fabric.
I love Julie in a one-shoulder number, but from the waist down, this is Rufflepocalypse. It's bunching up everywhere, and looks like it was put together with nothing but black fabric and a stapler. Hopefully the show is better than this dress. Julie tells us the theme is BB Time Trip, and this season will feature the show's 1000th episode. We meet the women first. Bartender Ashley makes friends while she fumbles through making drinks. She's excited to get her hands on the wall comp because she needs that moolah. Latrice pounds the pavement on the way to her boutique store in Manhattan. She's been training for a bodybuilding competition. She says she's in the best mother freaking shape in her life. Lyric is a singer from Honolulu who likes to post to her millions of followers. Her mother offers support, telling her everyone will think she's dumb, but she's not dumb. She's the youngest person to pass the bar in Honolulu. Melody is a corporate game show host. She tells us her acne, braces, and glasses taught her resilience in childhood. She's been through so much. I really feel for her. Haley tosses her softball around. She says men are intimidated by her, but she lives her horse girl fantasy, brushing that horsey. Taylor is a school counselor from Florida. She wants to pit everyone against each other just like she does with men. Mallory is a rocket scientist in New Jersey. She shows us her space sheets and she flexes on us. Julie tells the girls they're about to partake in an experiment. Julie needs to not say experiment anymore if she's gonna say experiment. And Julie pranks the women, telling them it's an all-women season. Julie, you have such a sense of humor, you sly dog. Let's meet the men, starting with Kamu, ex-professional MMA fighter in the UFC. His nickname is the Jawaiian, and he shows us how he paints. What a softie. Surgical dental assistant Drew gained confidence when he had braces as a kid, so perhaps he and Melody can bond over their immense struggles. Jason likes to work out, hang out with friends, and do drag as Selena S. Titties. Is Julie ever gonna say S. Titties? Julie's drag name is Selena Experiment. Rome is a pickleball coach who likes to flirt with his clients, especially this one client who is featured and being put on blast, flirting right back with him. Barrett is a Jumbotron engineer and superfan who loves Brittany and Angela. He's 6'6", but wants to blend in by being everybody's friend. Chuck from Texas gives his mom a smooch, which is sweet. His mom calls him Nigerian cowboy. Yash from New Jersey basically says he hates his job, which I'm sure is gonna fly well with his job. He tells us his goal in life is to find a wife. Luckily, his goal in life isn't to keep his job. So Julie sends the players in with Jason being the first to enter. No, Jason, not my sweet Jason. Ashley is into Rome, telling us she loves a guy with a mustache. Kamu quickly clocks that the theme will be time travel and tells us he's going to tell the others he was a professional fighter, but not that he was in the UFC, which seems like splitting hairs. Latrice thinks she'll be underestimated by her age, but tells us she's here to get things done. Barrett, who also has a mustache, is feeling Ashley. Is the feeling mutual? No word on that just yet. Mallory wants to be Lyric's bestie. She has formed a final two with Lyric in her mind and is thrilled that she's Lyric's roomie. Chuck is drooling over the ladies. He tells us these ladies are all from different states, so he wants to basically try all of the flavors. Melody is annoyed by Drew, who she says will not calm down and has too much energy. Drew tells us he knows more people are coming and he's paranoia maxing. Julie frightens the house guests, which makes Ashley nervy. Julie tells the group that for the first time in BB history, nobody currently in the house will be the first HOH. More house guests will be joining them. She reveals that the dining room table is more than meets the eye, introducing the president and CEO of Meow Meow Enterprises, Enzo. Poor Professor Enzo stumbles through his lines and reminds us that it was his time laser that was a bust, but his new invention is the dining table time machine. The time machine will send them into the past in 3 groups of 4. In each group, 1 person will earn safety for the week, and each group will bring back 1 reality icon into the game. But the math ain't mathin'. There's 14 of them, but only 12 vials of Professor Enz's BB-tonium. This is overly complicated. They have to find Enzo at Meow Meow Enterprises, get a clue to find the BB-tonium. It's really not hard to find Enzo. There's a picture of him right in front of them, and none of the BB-tonium is hidden. Also, the number they're looking for is obviously 28. Ashley is confused. She can't figure this out. She can't do the simple math. By the way, the math is addition of one-digit numbers. Ashley admits she couldn't even find the picture of Enzo. Ashley and Barrett are the two players who can't find BB-tonium. They're left out and won't travel back in time with everyone else. Julie tells them the first 4 players to sit at the table will get to travel to July of 1988. So Mallory, Camus, Rome, and Latrice go to the time machine, aka they sit at the table, and to the 80s they go. This young actress is the 14-year-old version of the all-star they're trying to rescue. The way this is young Angela Murray. Young Angela is very nasty to the house guests while telling them they need to balance their radical merch on their polls. The first player to balance their items and hit the button wins safety. Duh. So they get to work, which bores young Angela and modern me. Rome eventually figures it out and hits a confident power pose as he presses his button, winning safety for the week. He presents young Angela with a note from the future that she rips up and calls a total barf bag. So the players head back to the present, where there's a ring on the doorbell, and it's Big Brother 26's crazy eyes hating, charcuterie loving Angela. I was happy to see the house guests cheering for her. Barrett loves her and wants to play with her, but Latrice is already saying they should send Angela home first to multiple house guests. Next, Taylor, Chuck, Drew, and Haley are going to 2018. They're sent to Fiji, where they'll have to use planks to cross the river and deliver their letter to the next returnee. They get started. This looks more like Roblox Survivor than real Survivor. It's close between Taylor and Chuck, but Chuck wins his safety and delivers the letter. The letter gets teleported to under Jeff Probst's butt, so he finds the letter under his butt and reads it. Then, back in the present, through the door, Rick Devens pops in, and players recognize him. Drew and Angela are losing it over Devens. Angela is excited to work with him, but Jason tells Lyric they cannot trust Devens. Jason, Melody, Lyric, and Yash are heading to June of 2010, where they've been transported to the club in Las Vegas, the home of the final player entering the game. They need to listen to conversations and count the amount of times they hear Bahama Mama, Fuzzy Navel, and Purple Hooter, and they'll be asked questions about what they heard. In the first round, Melody is last to buzz in and is slimed hard from all angles. Yash is eliminated next, then Lyric when Jason comes out on top and wins safety. Back in the present, the players come back still slimed up, and in walks Rachel Riley. Julie tells them that Angela, Rick, and Rachel are going to compete against each other to win the first HOH, and that this season the BB Blockbuster will be back. They all head back to the time machine and are sent back to 175 million BC, prehistoric times in the backyard, costumes and all, and I love the costumes. Rachel gives a whole speech about the queen being back, saying nothing is coming between she and her double crown. She's interrupted by a raptor. The raptor chases Rachel and pushes her into the volcano to her death. So they killed Rachel. So we say goodbye to Rachel here, who I had high hopes for. She came into the season after being robbed by that horrible twist last year. She was doing so well while she was there. She was beloved. Everyone wanted to work with her. She would have won if she wasn't mauled by that dinosaur and burned to death in that volcano. So Julie brings us back from commercials saying, just moments ago, a velociraptor threw Rachel into a volcano. What will that mean for the house guests? Julie tells the house guests that Rachel is dead and that she's sending in someone else to replace her. She says we have to wait until tomorrow's unlocked to find out who. Julie then gets into her time machine to December 20th, 2023 to get the next house guest as Rachel's body burns in the lava. So that premiere was very entertaining. I like this way more than the live move-in that drags on and on. I notoriously don't recap the unlocked episodes, but all that will be on there tomorrow will be the reveal of the last vet player and the start of the HOH competition. They will do anything to get us to watch Unlocked. And the player is obviously Dee from Survivor. We all know it. The date Julie went to is her season's finale. I might not even watch Untucked live. Honestly, not when Love Island is on at 8:35 and the live feeds start at 9. It's a Friday night. My calendar's booked, but I'll be watching the live feeds all weekend, and I'll be back on Sunday to recap the show with Dee, Angela, and Devens competing for HOH. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of this episode and Rachel's death? If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be making a lot of recaps this season and weekly player rankings on Thursdays. Until next time, you know where to find me. Bye.